jungle recently, but with all the dashes that KCB have built up here, I think Razork just thought it was too good of a Poppy game to miss out on.
Yeah, and I agree. And I love seeing Razork on the Poppy. This is a champion where he's not afraid to get really active at earlier stages of the game. KCB debating what the final pick is going to be here. You said it feels like they just look too much like a mech. This is what
I just
folks,
feel like
we gotta draw the line.
I just feel like the model looks too detailed. It's like they can do that. You know what I mean? Like the model doesn't look like a league model. Also KCB picking up.
People get things wrong, and I swear it's not personal.
I don't think Sinch made Oriana.
No, but who's the never mind. We'll get into it later. Regardless, whoever made Oriana, slightly worse job. Good news for KCB. Saw this 1v1. Prime won. Razork gets out. Lands initially. Taunt onto Razork. Yukino there. Vladdy able to land the shockwave, but it's not a lot of damage. Down goes Razork. Laspa coming over the wall. Upset though, ready to start kicking off in the fight instead. Just going to dash away. Realizes how quickly this could turn on him.
And KCB are just first on the objective. They don't have, like Fnatic doesn't have the damage to actually retaliate whatsoever. Upset tries to go in for the fight.
Ocean?
I think Ocean.
I'm gonna go Infernal, just because I don't want it to be Chemtech.
Yeah, but now you jinxed it, it's gonna be Chemtech. Ocean! Oh my god!
It does mean you just, yeah, you're right, you just don't have that much damage. Of course, if you stack all your cooldowns on a single target, maybe you can get something done as Razork is going to knock Prime away. Quick interrupt coming in with the Steadfast Presence as Tao may now be in trouble. Rilla waiting off to the side with the taunt to get things going. Emperos is here as well. Tao now opting to go all out, but he's so low, it's going to cost him his life. Dash back to safety. Heal comes in from Prime for an extra second. Another Pathmaker to get Tao away, but Upset going to finish the kill. Prime getting taken down as well, and it's all falling apart for KCB.
Already spawning now, so Hazel won't have any time to recall. I would advise KCB to not contest this dragon, as Prime might be in trouble here. Upset dashing forward
there
with the
from Upset. Galliot coming in as well. Pantheon now coming in as well. Multi-man taunt, but the immediate knockback of Yukino is big. Force the flash out from Hazel. Tao trying to get into the backside, running across the Rumble Equalizer as Lospa finds the knock-up to stop any further play. Only one member down so far, and it's on the side of Fnatic.
Okay, KCB, I wasn't familiar with your game. That was nice. They got a great engage. Hazel crucially flashed the Oriana ulti. That's a free dragon for KCB. And they just killed the Yunara that we were hyping up so much. And they get the mid-tower Herald too.
The tower finally going to fall. Tao dashing in to get that auto, getting the extra money as well. First tower of the game.
I mean, it's KCB that are pushing in 3 lanes at once right now. And Empiros just has to drop this bot tower. So more gold going in favor for KCB. Right with the side lanes. Just like, ooh, KCB making a play on bot lane. Empiros has flash.
Flash forward from Yukino. Follow up there from the Pathmaker. Equalizer down, but it doesn't look like it's going to be nearly enough. Tao grabbing the kill on the side lane. The play that we were waiting. They're going to lose it anyway because Fnatic have just sent more members. But now, the potential full-on 5v5 we were waiting for. That set, Camilo needs to get that ulti in here. Razork looking for the perfect ulti angle. The stun going to come down, but Razork able to get his ulti off in the meantime. Tao still standing strong. Equalizer going down. Upset pops the ulti of his own and is ready to get the fight going. Lost, but interrupted on the way in, keeping things standing. Upset still free firing across the team, though. Hazel so damn low. There's just nothing KCB can do. Upset finally given the freedom he wants to tear through this team fight. Emperos has to be careful. Razork coming over the wall, wants to get one more for Upset. The Aegis assault fades away, and down goes Yukino.
And Fnatic weathers, we'll see. I mean, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but
it's fair. You don't like it, see if it works out for him, and see obviously what the final itemization choice will be.
I would have preferred that, but we'll see.
We'll keep note of your skepticism. Upset going for, armor penetration now. You can see already hitting even before the ulti really comes into the fight. Puzzle is now, the fight has once again broken out. Good equalizer across the top of the team. Camilo keeping everybody shelled up, but it's another 2-man shockwave. Prime completely taken down. Fnatic finding one really before KCB can even remotely fire back, and now they're just slaughtering them.
And Fnatic are making it look easy. They're running them down. They're going to get the Baron Nashor. Kaza itemization be damned. He's not even going to do a single auto attack as Fnatic pick up this Baron Nashor. This is what you can't do with this KCB comp. You can't just look at Fnatic because you need to have a decisive engage, because if you're just posturing like that, then it's Upset that can click forward. It's Vladdy that can get a good ultimate. And you see how this it does not work for KCB. Tao is too far forward, he gets cancelled by Razork's W, and then Upset can just keep auto-attacking, keep clicking forward.
Yeah, obviously a really tough situation. Even if the interview we heard with Hazel earlier made it feel like they were resigned to that fate. Still a tough thing to manage, although Empiros in the side lane is in trouble. Should at least be able to grab this. The rest of Fnatic pushing up mid lane, though. He's just trying to buy as much time as he can for the rest of his team to crash those waves forward. And again, in that fight, credit to the supporting cast for making sure Upset could really do whatever he wanted. I think almost like 30 autos in that fight. Completely and totally uncontested. The dream of any 80 carry is now he also has the additional BF sword working towards IE.
Yep.
Flaring up. Yukino waiting off to the side, looking for an ulti angle. Has not been marked yet. Ulti now coming in. This is their opportunity to start a fight. Hazel for now, free firing, able to auto attack, but he immediately gets knocked out of the fight by Razork. That's a disaster. Fnatic again, set up for success. Camilo landing the multi-man taunt, but he just has to flash away. Perfect ulti from Razork. Instantly stops the fight in its tracks. Tau nowhere left to go, hoping to use Razork as a taxi to escape this one. It's a disaster.
KCB have ran out of steam. They're dead in the water, and so are their playoff dreams. Fnatic have them routed. They'll pick up the Dragon. They still have the Nashor for another 30 seconds. And with that, they'll pick up some extra towers on top of this and keep extending their gold lead to 7,000.
We've gone from a tiny bit of hope to praying on a miracle.
And this Poppy and Yunara just feel so damn strong into this KCB compass. Now Yukino is caught. We'll see if he's able to get out with the help of Hazel. Some good damage on Razork.
Does do good damage, but he just doesn't have the space to work. Upset hoping to catch him with a long-range slow. Doesn't quite hit it. They get the ulti out of Upset at the very least, but with Yukino dead, I just don't think they have a way to get into that back line. Fnatic continuing the forward siege. Also on the front line, they get the ulti from the Alistar.
Yeah. Grasping at straws here, definitely. Trying to find some angle of positivity here for KCB, but it's just so damn difficult to try to win this game. 8,500 gold now. And Fnatic are playing it slow, they're playing it controlled. They're just pushing away AP.
Oh, Bloodthirster is docked in. There's Hazel falling up with a bit more damage. Vladdy caught out. Upset, though, ready to keep the fight alive. And Lostba flashing over the wall, knocking Camilo back. Tau finally here, though. Camilo going to get taken down. Hazel able to free fire, but only onto Lostba. Not the target he wants to see. Forced to flash away from the Alistar. The combo still connecting. Immediate flash in from Upset to get the double. Maybe looking to make it a triple. Are they just going to set him up for a penta? No, because Vladdy takes one of the kills as Emperos trying to take another.
Yukino run!
Sidestep, good. I mean, Yukino gets to live. That's respectable, but Fnatic, it looks like they're just going to end it here. They're simply too far ahead. The compositional advantage is theirs. The gold advantage is theirs.
Fnatic showed their experience today as KCB ends up falling. And with that, they are eliminated from LEC versus playoffs. And Fnatic take one more step in the right direction for securing their spot in the playoffs.
That they do. Hearts out to KCB. We'll still get to see them next week, of course, but playing to show what they've got as their playoff dreams taken away, and Fnatic move a little bit further up in what is a very close standings.
Looks in this. I don't think he's going to Tariq. That would be pretty crazy because it doesn't really have that great synergy with Yunara. I mean, Yunara can dash forward with the stun, but it's not the greatest matchup into.
Okay.
Okay. They're going all in. I mean, he does have the setup from the Vi and the Yone. And
it's
he
like
can
reverse proxy? Like, what?
Yeah, now he bases.
Now he bases it, it's fine.
I mean, it's a way of fixing the wave.
That's clever.
Instead of fixing the wave by killing it. And it's a good punish for the fact that SK invested so much into this bot side. And then Skeen still had to clear his own bot side camps, so he was not having any tempo to actually contest his grubs. So it ends up being just 3 grubs now for Giant X. They got the first Drake as well. So the first objectives in this game chunk, but Mickey will just heal him up on the wave. But Isma, meanwhile, is just taking the Drake. It's already down for 1.5, but Skeen is here. 50-50.
He's on the way, maybe looking for that 50-50. Flashback over the wall from Isma. Neither jungler involved in the pit, but his leader going to ult right into the fight. Still, Skeen's marked up, and he's gone invulnerable. Leader might not be, but it doesn't matter because Jun's the only one on top of him. Flash out from Jun, snap back from leader, and SK turn their sights now to the Drake.
I thought SK were going a bit too deep there, but it ends up just being a free Drake for them as they're able to force Isma and Jun out and get both flashes burnt. But SK probably have to drop it, but they really want to contest, and they're going to move in from the top side here.
Could be a risky choice. Yappa flanking Noah. In the meantime, it looks like Jackie's is going to get deleted. The exhaust is down. The Cosmic Radiance is coming down as well. And now SK immune to any potential fall, but Noah's in the midst of the fight, waiting for this cooldown to timeout. Skeen still standing for now. A little bit extra healing coming in. Yappa on the flank with Wonder arriving. Noah can't do much of anything. A bit of burst damage means he gets Yappa at least. Mickey trying to get some more in, but the sidestep on the start from Lod is good. Keeps the fight going. Lod versus the world. It just doesn't matter. SK 3K up after that. He was able to burst through, but that is a consolation prize at best is now second Drake going over. SK extending their goal lead up to 4.
Looks so difficult now as Giant X really need to outplay SK, but they're the ones getting outplayed time and time again as Leader.
Ulti through, just hoping to find a solo kill, push back, but he's immediately going to snap away at Skeens on the way down. Jun, I don't think you can stop this one, but he's going to try anyway. Mickey tanking the tower means they at least grab one. Jun retreating right as the cease and desist comes up. Mickey waiting for a bit more time on the stun. Will catch Jun in the meantime. Does drop to the tower, but it's 2 for 1 so far. 2 for 1 in favor of SK.
And Jun desperately wants to try to save his mid laner, but Leader is absolutely dominating this game with the help of Skeens and Mickix. They just dive Jackie's under tower, and there's no return play for Isma as he's sadly getting a blue buff, which doesn't really mean anything in the grand
items, and we know he's going to outscale.
Yeah, so difficult for Giant X right now. They really need to find a pick on side, but on side is where they're bleeding
Them
the most.
trying to force for this Drake. They want to play through the bottom lane, even while Wunder is pushing. Leader going to get a quick flash out, so flash traded for some ultis here from Jun. Leader, the knockup going to go through on the 3. That was a little bit psychotic. He just snaps back. And Wunder still pushing mid.
I mean, he's pressuring them, and Wunder is going to get this mid tower now and just
nice sidestep on the stun. Mickey's in trouble, has to flash away. The Drake probably just a 50-50 now. This is really messy, but Wunder's now on the way. So many crucial ults are now missing.
Giant X can't contest. That was the one opportunity. Would be make a pick happen on side, try to get a numbers advantage, but it's actually Skeens that is the one pressuring Jackie, so that might open up for Isma.
Cosmic Radiance forced, really long cooldown on that ulti. Jun now hoping to follow up, his leader's forced out. Mickey likely to die here. Good pick for GX.
That's a good pick, but can it be Baron Nashor? I don't think it can, so then it's not enough. Tier 2 for Wunder, and the gold swings right back into SK's favor. And they use 2 ultimates, all they get is a kill on Mickey. It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
The plate, the bounty though, will help balance things out a little bit at the very least. Noah getting closer to completing a 3rd item, 2.5. The armor pen is there.
Now we have a standoff. Yeah, a little standoff in mid here.
Some good poke. I mean, Jackie's getting a lot of poke onto Yopa.
Yeah, but forced back. And SK get full control of this mid wave as
Knock up on the Skeens. Does have the GA. Cosmic Radiance going down, but he's going to get resurrected. We'll come right back up. Jun going to start off with the ult. They're hoping to pick off Lot in the meantime. Wunder off on the side. Leader has finally arrived. But this is a damn good fight for GX. Leader trying to turn it back, some immediate damage.
Oh my God.
Jackie's with the 2-man. Yappa running for his life. GX, are you kidding me? They found the angle.
Oh my God, Giant X found the miracle. They get 4 kills and they get the dragon. They found what they were looking for. Skeens caught out on his lonesome. They get the GA instantly. They're going on to Nash as well. This is a complete comeback for Giant X here.
Deny the soul. Incredibly important. If they can secure the Baron as well, things feel so good. 10 seconds on Mickey, 14 seconds on Skeens. Surely they can burn it down. Yopa sticking around. No ulti.
Yopa has really high damage here, but Noah dashing forward.
Back away. Full confidence. Yeah, what?
I mean, I respect it, but...
but that wasn't it. And hey, there's the quirky damage we were waiting to see. Jackie's can do more than enough.
I mean, Noah with the 3 items, he's able to carry the fight there alongside his team. So we'll probably get a replay here after. Giant X will secure this Nash, surely. Yes, they do get it. That's a huge, I mean, the gold lead from SK has
run into all of the damage that was supposed to be unreliable in the face of this Yone that wasn't supposed to work against so many mobile champions. But GX don't hesitate. You know, the second they see the line, of course, relatively short range without Wunder there to clear the ways. Wunder continuing to be a thorn in their side.
Oh, that's not dead.
I think he is. I think he's dead.
Oh, no, Jackie's.
Oh, the flash away. Oh, is Wunder going to keep going? Oh, no. God. Oh, no.
But now Giant X need to base
get all their ultis down and do a lot of work. Were punished when they kind of picked the wrong moment. But now it looks like they're once again in the driver's seat as they got 4 people stacked on the bottom side and no one in position to respond from GX.
Yeah, the pit already.
Has the GA. Leader Q3 ready to go, holding it as long as he can, but obviously very easy to stack back up. Lot also waiting over the wall. They really haven't marked the flank.
Noah wants to find some good poke here with these quirky rockets.
Leader has spotted Lot. Lot now backing away. Jun ready to kick the fight off. Has caught Leader. Leader trying to make his way out. Will ulti across the entire team and immediately get picked off. SK trying to keep this fight going. Wunder doing a lot of work, but again, it's Jun with the knockup just in time. Yopa has to make the difference, but GX standing tall in the 5v5. Mickey's continuing to heal. The stun coming in, the double stun. Yopa in the midst of the team. Does he have enough to get the work done? It does not look like it. GX stands strong, the 4-man core, denying SK.
And Giant X have all the right pieces. They're looking to end the game. It's a deja vu for Yopa. as he's facing down 4 members, and Lot is looking to run him down.
One harpoon enough to slow him, enough to finish it. GX, they were disastrously far behind, but when it mattered most, they found a fight. When it mattered most, they stand it strong. They denied SK their combo. They denied leader the Yone plays, and they dominated in the fights. GX taking down SK.
And Mikix felt like the miracle worker, but Giant X found the ultimate miracle and were able to come back.
Okay.
I think if there's one player that I really trust to play this scaling mage and to get into the late game no matter what, it's really Nemesis. I think he's been such a pillar for this team, and it's been such a key to their success. And I'm looking for an invade here on the Raptors. Wow,
Very confident. Nemesis moving in. Nemesis level 6. Are they going to look for the follow-up here? That's the ulti down. 5 extra stacks for Nemesis. A little bit more damage too. Nemesis relatively low, but Reckless on the way in. Relech able to flash away. Velya's still chasing. Wants to finish off this kill onto Paris.
Paris has no flash.
No portal. Looking to sidestep here. Looks like Los Ratones are going to be able to grab the first kill. Nice sidestep from Paris. He's living for far too long, and they're going to get one back in return.
A great sidestep by Paris there. Or if he can just get this wave for free. Poby opening it to top here. I think the rat trap might have been discovered. Bousy might be in trouble.
Running, resetting. Poby has spotted him.
Yeah, he did.
Working towards that good death. Equalizer, I don't know if he needed that, but just trying to make sure. Who are they going to give the money to?
Give him the ulti. Well, he gives
Boss unstoppable now, going in on the Major. Q3, okay!
Item. Riot nerfs it because they want it to be a scaling item. Why is it a scaling item? Because the more crit you have, the more value Infinity Edge gives you, and it has very expensive components that are not so strong. But I do agree with Crowny that sitting, like, essentially component maxing, us Draven mains. Yeah. Probably both would hurt, though.
Probably both would hurt.
Okay, we got a Drake fight here. Los Ratones starting it up.
Sky's Ascend is there for Nemesis. They're just going to turn immediately onto Poby, force the flash out from him, and now turning right back to the objective. 2K, objective now getting lower. Nice initial equalize to kick things off. Curtain call coming out. Ulti goes in from Nemesis, so they find the slows, and ultimately the Drake going to Navi, but it's Bousy on the flank. Hoping to isolate Manger, but everyone's just taking the portal through. Boss now unstoppable, 3-man forward, ult across the entire team. The knockup is there. The Pathmaker hits into 2. It's big. Velya now with the follow-up, and the Rumble's going to drop in the meantime. Los Ratones lose the Drake. But a bit more pressure in favor of Poby.
Nemesis might be a little bit in trouble here. Has the flash.
Connects, walking next to the
Could be
tower.
tanky enough, though. Just the Bard Q still has to burn the flash. Really good play from Paris there, as Boss is looking for his proxy, but I think this is a bad def, I'm afraid. He does get the wave, but I don't think he'll get much more than that.
Oh, it's going to be deleting the wave. Aftershock not enough to keep him standing.
Yeah, I need a sign.
Okay, all right, you're still, let's just stop talking.
Herald for Navi.
Wow, Herald for Navi.
And Reckless looks for a play on the Poby. Is with Nemesis.
There.
Oh, Boss moving in from mid lane.
TP there. Ulti from Paris buys a bit more time as Nemesis is off on the flank onto Zombie, has the fully activated ult stacked up and available to go. Stun going down onto main. For the meantime, the Drake has already fallen. Navi got what they wanted, and now Nemesis has to be fancy with the footwork here as the curtain call is there. One more shot, nice sidestep backwards, but the Realm Warp coming in as well, and he's got nowhere to go. W flash over the wall into Boss. Triple kill for Poby. Navi dominating.
It's a disaster for Los Ratones as Navi gets the 3rd Drake. They're going to get the mid tower. Nemesis, Velya, Baus all end up falling. And Nemesis tried 5-0 up 2K. And this is, I think, probably the biggest, like, mid-gap that Nemesis has faced thus far, in the sense that Poby is just having a lot more use in these team fights. And speak of the devil, Nemesis has to flash away as Paris and Poby are holding hands and pressuring off Los Ratones' attempts.
They are.
Bit off a bit more than he can chew here.
We'll get W in.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Vegas
whoa,
Assault,
whoa,
just
whoa,
dead.
whoa, whoa.
Follow up there, forcing the flash out from Reckless. Realm Warp is still there if they want to go for this objective.
Yeah, they want to try to contest through bot here, and this Drake is just so damn important. Velya and Baus both getting CC'd up.
TPN immediately coming in from Manger. Nemesis still in mid lane. Velya, he's found steals before. Doesn't have the vision.
Nemesis TPing on bot wave, but he's far.
Nemesis now on the way in. Boss getting chunked out. Boss about to fall. Objective bounty claimed as the tower falls, but the Drake still standing. Velya goes into the pit, and he's not able to grab it. Navi now empowered by the Infernal Soul. Cutting down the Pantheon. The equalizer across the top of the team. Manger, and now Nemesis locked in. The stars descend, but the hopes of Los Ratones fall to pieces as once again, Navi.
See the frustration on the players as this game feels completely over.
That it does. AK, Infernal Soul, Baron, Navi executing better in the fights.
I think a great game against Baus. Also showing some, I think some of the problems with Baus' champion pool. Doesn't look as comfortable on this Cassante. He's kind of going for too much, a little bit too much at once as he goes forward here and might have bit up a bit more than he can chew.
Immediate ulti, finding himself 1v1 with Relech, flash away into the blast cone. At the very least, the rest of his team is clearing a wave in the meantime, but down he goes. Relech now on a rampage.
To end it with this Baron Nashor.
In such a fantastic position, an opportunity for one last desperate hold from the Rats, but Crownie still boots one, no flash. It's going to be tough. Tower disabled. Nemesis with a solid ulti to kick things off, but just not doing nearly enough damage. Manger, though, eventually going to fall the root a little bit late. Breath of Light coming in. Nemesis can try and get the reset here.
That's a big shutdown for Crownie here, as Navi bit off a bit more than they can chew. Needing to find some sort of angle if they are to get pressure here.
With on the Bossy. Zoning Equalizer to try to get access to the Tier 2. Navi eating a little bit of damage in the exchange, but the Tier 2 looks like it is finally going to fall. Curtain Call coming down. Bossy unstoppable for a moment. Relech looks like he set the fall, but it might not matter. Ulti going down in onto Crownie. Nemesis trying to make the difference now as he drops a star on top of them. Poby going legendary. Relech still able to escape with the soul already there, as they don't do a lot of damage to this. He's going to need a bit of support. Take a long time for them to finish this objective. Poby waiting over the wall. Crownie flash back. Poby immediately going to go in. 1Q goes a little bit wide, and that might be all that matters. Boss trying to buy a bit of time in the midst of 3 people as he goes all out, though. He's not able to do a whole hell of a lot. Velia a bit too far forward, and Los Ratones already running. Resigned to this fate as Poby's now coming in as well. The trap doesn't quite hit. Poby goes golden. An ulti from Nemesis goes wide, and I think Navi just going to look to end it here.
Navi found all the pieces they needed. They take down 3 members. And Nemesis and Reckless are not going to be able to hold the gates for much longer. As Relech is onto Nemesis, he tries to flash away, but Relech takes him down. And with that, Navi win against Los Ratones, and Giant X locks playoffs.
There you are. Confirmation there. GX have locked with a win from Navi. One timeline deleted. Navi dominant from start to finish in this game. A few moments in the bottom side for Los Ratones, but otherwise, Navi, an impressive, impeccable.
If you're on the final in the game, it will be pretty good for Vitality.
Okay. Well said. And I like as well you defined it. The comps for G2, they're the ones receiving. Vitality, the ones who have to go and get. Bard as well, bit of long range engage.
Outscale some of the champs, like Olaf, Gwen just go on you. Oh. It's pretty good. It's what Naknaka did yesterday against, or maybe not yesterday, but 2 days ago against Kana.
Yeah.
You're pushing 3 waves into proxy 4, into proxy 5.
Hang on a second. Wow! Oof. Oh my god. Lince's beautiful Q flash. This guy's joking.
Playing with his feelings. I will save my flash and barrier.
Okay.
But you just died for it.
Yeah. Well, it's a big first blood regardless. We were focusing on top.
Yeah, I was going to say, moving. Oh, maybe we don't actually. Humanoid going up against Caps here.
Ignites down, but look, Scumon's here. Flash audacious charge. And the damage lands. Caps will get one in response. G2 on the board.
Make that play bot side. But they knew he'd only done 3 camps, so he has to go and clear. So it means that Scumon got both of the Scuttle Crabs, then ends up getting the Scuttle Crab again on top, but oof!
It's a good flash and headbutt backwards as well. Cap sends him even further back, fate sealed, avoid, but Caps just runs it in to take his 2nd kill of the game. Here's Lintus, but what's he gonna do? Kazi moves up as well, bit of extra damage, Unbreakable Will not available, that means LeBron is squishy, but not squishy enough! A double kill for Caps and Vitality!
3 more than me.
Yeah, well, shout out to my papa, I wish he'd talk more. Now, anyway, I'll bring you back. We were looking at top a couple of years ago. That was season 3 or something.
Don't say that one.
It was about age on this cast, as yeah, Fleshy might have to flash, will do. Followed up by Scumon, Blast Cone there. Scumon can't get in range. Meanwhile, Caps has found out. Scumon on the beast as Shifting Sands gets Caps away. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight is Lintus isolated. Kazi can't get in range as Caps is still on the run, but Humanoid is slowly catching up. Look at him, 1Q, a W, and a shutdown. And Retribution over to Humanoid. As Kazi's walked into the wrong bush, he flashes away from it on the run in this bot lane, trying to get away from the whole of G2 chasing, but Scumon needs wind, needs lightning, and he'll find only a 3 talent strike instead.
So 2 kills for...
play. Shutdown is big here for the Vitality mid laner. Now for Broken Blade, can he survive the dive? As Vitality look bot to try and get some gold back in their pocket. Plating for now, forcing Broken Blade away. Humanoid gets free access to the turret, and the first turret of the game, in fact. for Vitality, a team that got battered through the mid lane. Their gold is crawling back to the point where G2 aren't that far ahead.
Yeah, 1K now.
They are bringing a bit of speed.
They are. It's just
What they're losing on the other side.
well, they can still make a cross map here. Naknako is pushing in, and you've got Fleshy out in the wings. Has just stopped the reset.
Wait.
Good flash from Naknako.
Perfect
Wave
timing.
is gone though, so I don't think there's any more follow-up.
Herald's going to be dropped in mid. This will open up mid. Outer turret is Broken Blade. Might be jumping in it to try and get a charge. Does straight away. Caps is the next play. Shifting Sands not even going to be used because Lebrov's here as well. Naknako flashed on and it's easily done. Caps again. Set up by his support. As Fleshy takes a magical journey out, but Unbreakable Will means they want to continue this dive. Lebrov will take 3, 4, 5, 6, and turret shots as many as it takes. And he's still out. Kazi though, one auto, okay. Ignore the last as Linces comes in, smashes into Skumon. Crescent guards up, and for G2, this 2v2, they're gonna win. Win becomes Lightning and Kazi. He still might be in trouble, but the turnabout, junglers both dying, but Kazi's now gonna deal with Caps and Hans Summer as well. Every time Vitality thought they could fight, one extra G2 member showed up.
Yeah, it just became this rolling door of members coming from both sides towards that top half of the map. But still G2 who end up coming out on top. We'll end up resetting with Caps with 6 and 1 now. Zonya's 2 items now complete onto Karzi. This is where you get pretty terrifying if you can force fights. And with 30 seconds until Baron, 2 minutes until their next dragon.
Across the board, look at that. Like clockwork here, Tempered Fate. It's blocked by Hans Summer and Broken Blade. Unstoppable W, by the way, as the engagement on LeBron finds the key target is Kazi, but the equalizer does one better. Naknako's getting damage down on LeBron's Unbreakable Will now down, as he too is. Broken Blade doesn't find a target. Vitality have an angle. Rather one side, Linces behind him. Naknako, his equalizer not up, so the range is minimized. At 5k, 4k, Kazi, Valkyrie's over, but the angle from LeBron catches Naknako by surprise. He flashes, but to his death. Kazi now has to escape as G2 have pulled off for the Baron, but Vitality. And so G2 in a great position. As you said, Dagda, if Caps is there, it's a freebie, but you also highlighted Lebrov earlier on, and to give you credit, Lebrov has been dictating so many of these great games.
Yeah, he's been playing exceptionally well, getting good roam timers, being in the positions that he needs to. And setting up Caps well in the mid lane. A bit funky, but we're like, hey, look, it's a new roster, new changes. Yep. But this year, they kept the same roster, but it's kind of just Caps showing off here.
Yeah, showing off. Naknako, wait, as he goes golden. Naknako's going to overheat it now. He's got the energy back. Shut down from Naknako. And me personally have landed on Naknako after the end of last year and after how his season started as well.
Yeah, he has been absolute Yone ults. Everything works so well in these small corridors, but G2 playing out in the open here.
Caps just hit Fleshy. Boomerang hits Naknako, less egregious, but G2 looking for angles now for Linces and Skumon there, playing 1v1 in the jungle. Vault Breaker to get on out, and Linces at half HP while Equalizer finds Caps. He goes golden as Naknako made it a turret dive, but Caps at half HP survives for now. Vitality tried to make a play while they just converge on Skumon, who went too deep. Lebrov interrupting Naknako, who looked for his escape with a TP. And now it's going to be in reverse at G2 find themselves a pick of their own, but Naknako's taken a while to die. Unbreakable Will's about to time out. The exhaust probably saving the damage. Caps gets the kill, but Vitality are denying the Hex Tech Soul.
You'll take that as Vitality. The fact that you get to hold on, but BB still needs to escape. Should be able to use that.
Second time's the charm. Vitality, though, have a stealing angle. Vault Breaker over the wall, but the re-engage. It's Skumon looking for a pick, but the ulti from Fleshy is great. Cosmic Binding while Lebrov's already down. Kazi's just handling the whole of G2 by himself. Broken Blade went in to keep Vitality from afar, but in the face of Baron, Vitality have just
not been able to keep them in check.
Nothing is secure in the LEC, and G2 right now feel like they fit into that puzzle perfectly.
But it's right as both members go over BB and Skumon, but hold on, Caps.
What a dive. Yeah, Caps is caught out. His Sonya's is up and available, but he flashes first. Scared about the follow-up from Vitality, but that's a flash simply for Linces popping the ult.
Still, Vitality putting pressure down. I like where Fleshy and some of those members are positioned. It's much easier to take towers nowadays if you've only got 2 or 3 people hitting us.
Damage on the team, but Naknako's not far behind.
But I think the important part is the lack of damage on G2 side, right? Like, these fights have not been set up so Hans Summer can actually play the game as humanoid.
Good flash, he had to, but he has to also fate sealed. Lebrov keeps on going. He's going to be soul unbound for the time being, but with Unbreakable Will, Lebrov Able to absorb the damage. Caps, good time to go golden as well, but LeBron is about to run out of his ulti. Lifeline comes in clutch. Humanoid in the 1v2. He's taking them all on. LeBron's up next. You silly, silly cow. What do you think you can do against Humanoid?
You thought you could do it against Fnatic Humanoid, but this is not the same man. Humanoid looks revitalized, and he is putting the hurt on G2.
That play cost them dearly with the Baron still up and available for 45 seconds. Vitality have a road in to the mid lane inner and inhibitor. It's Hansama to clear the way, but he can't get near the range creeps. Vitality can't end here, but they have once again broken open the game that felt so secure with Caps having a monster lead early on Azir.
They should be able to get this bot lane turret, I believe, as well. Actually, Skumon just keeping him at bay for the moment. But 45 seconds until the Dragon. Vitality gets reset, but they're looking for the pick.
It's a play, but Nucko even on a ward. He's in a great angle. G2 no. It's all about that equalizer that'll line the river. G2, this is where they got bombed out yesterday by Los Ratones, and Hansama's already been bombed out at the start of the fight. GA worked out well, but LeBron disengages as Nucko continues his flank. G2 need to pick up a target. They get Lince's, yes, but Humanoid as he runs on in, his ulti not perfect. G2 still simmering in the fight. Caps waiting for that GA, and Humanoid, I think he whiffed it. Vitality have just been schooled.
Fleshy doesn't hit the tempered phase. The damage can't land onto Hansama, who's able to buffer with the spell shield, the ultimate from Linces. The ultimates were close, but not enough from Vitality, and G2 get the soul.
A lot of mistakes in that fight, but Skumon as he takes his red buff, Nucko flash for flash. He's overheating with his autos, and he's burning Skumon down to a crisp. Now, Caps has teleported in. Round 2 with Hextech, Soul, and ulti. Even going golden. I think Nucko may be bitten off too much more, but Cosmic Binding, Nucko gets Caps to go golden, get the blast cone out.
Vitality trying to get in. TP, I think, is going to be a little late.
You're right.
They have to make the play now.
5-4, Lince's interrupted with the Vault Breaker. Can he get over? He can, he stole it! Lince's got the Baron for Vitality now. Operation Escapo. Vitality will get 4 members out. Game-saving play from Linces as Humanoid avoids and gets out of Caps' range.
That Q3 needed to happen because that slow from the Hextech Soul would have been enough for that chase down to happen. But now you have to try and defend. Can't allow G2 to end up getting these dives underneath the towers. Humanoid's been chased to the bottom side, and the Brawl with ultimate can tank these towers for days.
Equalizer comes out, that'll just clear the wave or at least help out. Kaza needs to step up and do some serious damage as well, but Hansama is shredding down this turret. 5 members of G2 comfortable here, but no minion wave.
This is what we're talking about. Everything is invested in this Dragon that is spawning in 15 seconds. And G2 still keep position here.
Taps in. Oh, in early. No, Fleshy finds him, or rather the shield first. Meanwhile, the left side of Vitality are finding the fight, but LeBron went in a little bit early. Humanoid gets the ulti, but he whiffs again. He's exhausted, and Vitality have been shredded from right to left. Caps got to stay alive and at full HP with a fully scaled Sivir. Vitality sent it, and G2 received.
Humanoid will fall on the back end. Well, maybe. But I think at this stage,
he's gone.
It doesn't really matter. G2 are just pushing into the base. It was hard fought, but G2 will find the win against Vitality.
I'm not comfortable with G2 as a team right now, Dagda, but a win is a win at the end of the day. An impressive game, a fun game, but in the end, G2 finally move above and into the 5 category.
You can see Caps with a look at the end there. I think he knows.
As you said, Brom seems to be the best. And there it is, Dagda. That'll be locked in. And let's be real. I mean, scaling for Heretics, front to back. You talked about their ability to disengage and kind of keep space.
Laning mid laner that we have at the moment.
Yep.
And in theory, I think he is in conversation for best mid in the league at the moment. The biggest problem is he just kind of has a couple of whoopsies.
Yeah.
Where you kind of go, what was the game plan here, Georgia?
I hope this is not one of them, Dagda, because your timing would be perfect. Dagda! Your timing is perfect!
You definitely see it a lot, though.
I mean, the thing is, in best of ones, games go over your head sometimes. It's Alvaro. So he's going to be engaged on guts and blows, turns it into a better one onto Sheo, and with the trample, onto Sten, flushes away. Now Elyoya caught out, but Winter's Bite doesn't connect. Looks for the re-engage onto Sheo. He's got good damage himself, but Jojo's a little bit too low to come in. Now, the question is, are MKOI going to continue the fray? Because as Jojo goes over the wall, he sends Seren into the waiting arms. The flashless Orianna we saw for the solo kill first blood has been hit hard.
Heretics completely.
If you kind of missed out, it was Seren getting caught out by a good Jojo ult on low HP. And we are fighting again. I guess the player's got a little bit antsy, engages in. Sheo decides, let's keep on going. Knock up onto Elyoya, but Elyoya stood there with his shield up. Now gets flashed on. Ice gets the kill. Next is Alvaro up. And in the pause, I guess
Heretics picking up a nice kill for themselves on the bottom side.
Oi, Flash, Winter's Bite, Alvaro in trouble. He doesn't have ulti, so with concussive blows, he's kept in place, and he's kept for a kill. Ice with number 2, and
Potential can't commit though. Jojo in trouble.
on a ward, 3 members collapse. It's a triangle pincer, but an easy ult from Jojo. Still has the flash though. Bashir had the 3 Talon Strikers. Ice, what an angle. Alvaro is set up for his jungler to fly in and give a shutdown to Super. MKOI back on the board.
Maybe afraid that he'd be able to get a kill onto Seren or something, but ends up meaning that Jojo can escape.
Fighting
Fight is
again.
going.
I mean, Brom so strong in the skirmish, but now popped away. Stend is separated, but the re-engage is beautiful. Heretics fly back in, but it's Jojo who spears back in instead. Shea looking for the kill on Elyoya, but he went too far. Heretics losing their minds now a bit as MKOI there.
Disappeared now. And you had 2 kills on the Yunara from massive mistakes from Super and Alvaro. And now Super gets 2 kills off the back of that last play. So
Nice.
all of that hard work, well, maybe not completely gone.
Not completely gone. In fact, Ice is going to find his third here, surely. He's got his movement speed and an Arc Light of Ruin waiting for Super and for Alvaro. One's out of range, but Super is not third kill for Ice. And yeah, we have completely lost it, haven't we? We just keep fighting.
I mean, nice to get himself a kill on that bottom side. Alvaro trying to use that phase rush as the Alistair to escape, but it was actually Super then who ends up falling off the back of it. Yeah, the MKOI bot lane not having the best of times here.
Not really. Sten now has Bandle Pipes, by the way, as he heads towards mid, charging towards Jojo. He does hit with the Winter's Bite, but he's sent back into the turret range. Ulti's in return, but Sten is dead here? No, not yet. Elyoya flies in, though, to make it so. Spears through Seren, and he won't find one. He will find a second. Still slowed down, but Alvaro, thank you very much, calls Elyoya for the double in the bottom.
Yeah, for the, what's the word, the sound baths.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, they are nice. Sheo is just going to walk in. Now we've got a smite steal potential. It does go to Elyoya. MKOI, once again, his numbers, but a great engage from Sheo. Maybe makes it okay. Seren's coming in for a flanker. Super, he's just meleeing it though. He's about to die to an Orianna as he flashes away, but not to his life. And eventually, Team Heretics take control of the fight. It's interesting because I just feel like both teams... Luring Jojo in, really slow push of this wave. Doesn't want to overextend, especially with the Pantheon, as we are looking top again. Mirwin, all-out potential, and there it is. Now we wait for the true damage. It does connect Mirwin. I believe flashed away a little bit too late, but let's find... Oh, Trayson! The Natopo flash didn't work out. Now on top of an equalizer. He's being run around, but Natopo's work out. Trayson gets the shield and runs out for the solo.
It was very close to being the turnaround play for Mirwin, but Trayson manages to make it work. Multiple members on this bottom side, though.
Oh, what an angle. Ice about to face check. Which way can he go? Stunned up. You go that way, son. But as he spaces out, Ice still not dead. Still not dead. Ice is still not dead. He's just going to take the minions. The holiday will continue, while Elyoya will get nowhere near the superstar Ice Cold kill.
You're good. So, the team fights are going to become incredibly difficult for MKOI now, as long as Heretics are able to keep themselves sane and keep these fights simple and easy.
Yeah, Seren's been pretty good on the trigger this game, I think. Respect, outside of having the gusto. Woo! Okay, Ice hurts. Who knew? I think we could all see that one coming. The 6-180 carries. Mid is now broken wide open. Another charge comes from Sheo. Might find a knock-up onto Super. It's knock-up galore, but in return, pops back his Sten. Alvaro gets an angle again, but with the unbreakable will. Is he alive? No, you have your answer again. Ice going to be ulted as he runs out with yet
Seren is putting in work on these side lanes. And MKOI, it was off screen. MKOI are trying to make plays.
NAVI, Shifters beat them, but they beat GX. And Hysterics, they beat Vitality. Hang on. But G2 beat them, so Team Heretics.
Well, the biggest problem now is just the Braum value is sky high for Heretics. It was already kind of difficult enough if you're on an even footing for Sony in the lane matchup, but also because of how relatively short range MKOI are.
Good ult denier as well of that Aphelios ult now. Dragon goes down. A ward that's going to be cleared as Team Heretics start the Baron on the back end. Mirwin is seen on double wards at 8k now. Baron starting to go down quicker and quicker. The defense mechanism from Team Heretics holds this brush out of sight. Equalizer down as well. Trayson's okay though as the Baron already goes down. He flashes out to survive. Jojo's ult comes in later and Ice drops down. It's a big pick if MKOI can get a little bit more. Sten with the Unbreakable. The ulti still connects, but Super, the burn, the pick, helps out, and Mirwin seals it down. A 2 for 2, but Baron denied at least of the two of Team Heretics.
MKOI going to try and take the mid lane turret. With Elyoya down, it'll be risky to go for the Dragon, because you will have that flash smite from Sheo. But
he's getting close. There's a ward. Blast cone taken. Smite, yes! Sheo gets it. Soul point now acquired. He pulls out the Crescent card. Looking for an engage as Trayson's also the way in, and MKOI might get 2v3, especially with the GA. It buys time. Flash away. Super gets from Trayson, but now the re-engage. Sheo is barehanded here, but he's still healthy enough. Equalizer down on the reset. A good engage. Alvaro finds the mark. Trayson though needs to dive. The shockwave finally comes in. Saren helps out and saves Team Heretics' chances of flying Elyoya. He's also erupted onto the scene while Jojo gets the top side of the fight. We look back bot and we need to see Elyoya get a target with the re-engage, the flash, the messiness continues, but MKOI come back to live. Mirwin does get top turret and there is gold shrinking on our map right now.
Super at this stage pushing towards a 6th item. He's very, very strong, and it's now ball time for MKOI to get some of the standing gold. Heretics, though, use the Ghost on Stand to push MKOI back, and now Mirwin
caught out, flashes over the wall. Stand also lands on Super! What an ulti from Stand! He was looking to the right, he fakes an ult to the left.
It's the no-look from Stand that catches out Super, who was flashless. Nothing they can do.
Well played.
Huge, huge play from Stand. They may have to keep the wave in their favor and stop it from crashing on towards their inhibitor turret. If it goes back that far, it becomes very easy for Heretics to re-establish vision in this topside jungle. Tower falling in that bottom side. Jojo and Elyoya looking for the flanks.
Oi, game-changing MKOI. The win for KC and Navi's sake hinges on this fight with their disadvantage. Alvaro set up into Trayson, bit of poke onto him. Super follows through, but look at his guns. White's about to run out now. He's got the Gravitum. Needs an insane CC ulti. But how are you going to land it with a Brom? Sten peels off from the rest of Team Heretics. It's tense, it's nail-biting, it's Heretics' life we're talking about. MKOI still trying to poke out. Super's got Gravitum. Double root there in the end. Poke out on Saren as well. Oh, flash. Alvaro in. Equalizer down as well. It's a big ulti, but Alvaro, he goes in solo for a little bit, and Sten survives. Runs it back. Elyoya's ulti is into Trayson. Trayson all out into the back of MKOI. He'll quickly be taken down, but he gets Alvaro with the fish as well. Jojo sends in the great divide by the Emperor from Canada, but now he's stuck in a 1v2. Golden is Saren. Golden is Jojo, but not for long. Heretics retain control, if only just.
The return damage from Saren with that shockwave was huge. Ice looked like he'd just gone down with nothing left in the tank. But Heretics now moving in towards this top side. I think they might have just done us.
You think they can open up? Dagda, death time is a long 30 seconds at least. Alvaro's up in 15.
But you don't have the same resistances on these towers when it's only 2 people taking it. So Heretics should be able to rush this one through. Alvaro is the only one that can hold.
Yeah, he's going to need something. Next turrets go down. These clockwork windups are great from Saren rather. Heretics.
Stand is TPing as well.
This is huge for them. You said the TP is going to come in. Nexus exposed against MKOI. It's been a rough weekend for the Spaniards, but Heretics will take that. A well-deserved win, and I think their best game at LEC versus yet.
These picks like that. Zehen, I'm less thrilled by, because he does struggle with compositions where he can't close the distance.
No.
Adventure with Kaza.
Oh my god. That wasn't me, but listening to that from home as we get a quick invade, as look towards Trimby, as you said, this is danger. Flash away in the stun for the auto kill. First blood over to Kalith. Paddock is feeling lane while things are chilling for the time being. Remember that at the start of last year, that's when KC were at their best. Now, Kalith versus Paddock with Trimby in the mix. Is it going to be the same? Hail of arrows onto Paddock. Healing is cut a little bit. Kalith just needs his Q and a couple of autos. He gets it! Takes down Paddock. But he's just maybe leeching a little bit before he heads back. More so, seeing if there was any step up as Busio's angle, innovative, great, trample, flash from Yike. Busio, what are you doing there? 6 minutes in. I mean, Busio got, I can't remember if he got MVP yesterday, but we were really talking him up. I can't remember who got MVP yesterday.
Kill is less than ideal for a Nocturne using that ultimate. I think,
Flash.
oh, hang on.
We're doing it again. Look towards bot. Kalist has his ulti available. He's waiting. There we go. Chains of Corruption. The damage well from the stack gives Blighters. Now another Q. It hits both. Kiting back the Boomerang Blade. It strikes true, but Busio's left for a double for the cow. The American free range dies. Pada gets a double. And never in for that. I will tell you what. I was say, I'll tell you one thing. KC are coming to the show again. Flash shield of Duran, Justice Punch. All in on Yike though, but Bukata needs to die. Not yet. Here we go. Hero's entrance. 2-man knock-up. KC like, let's get Rooster. Bukata somehow is still alive. Busio comes in to try and steal the grub. Look at the kill feed there. By delivery, is it there? Shifters looking for Bukata's angle. Dragon might just be taken down. Yike's gonna get the smite quickness. Interrupted. Zoned out. Trimby's just dead. Nice shot from Kalist. As a flash engage from Busio finds Paddock, and he doesn't have a leg to stand on. In fact, he'll be trampled down. This poke comp gets range and gets it done.
I think Busio cancelled the auto attack with the stun to bait the shield from the Sim. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Well, I've seen many Jaces in LEC, and now I've seen Yikes onto Bukata. Spell shield on the turret.
The
Flashy! I respect it, but Bukata will not die.
You just kind of look for pokes. Then you fall back to this choke point and you look for pokes. Then you fall back over into this position and you look for poke again. It means that the entire time Shifters are just kind of falling through all this damage that is coming. But Shifters are now set up on the Dragon. I think KC happy to just give this one over so they can set up for the mid play.
Maybe go for the play after. Busio's in a great angle. He finds one onto Bukata. There's the Nocturnal. Paranoia will strike, and Spell Shield helps out. Chains of Corruption do miss, so a small whoopsie there from KC as equalized from Kana. Almost gets Bukata. Kana just flashed into 4. He goes golden, strikes the pose. Quickness there as Interrupt is good. Shockwave finally comes through, but 2 versus 3, and KC are winning it. A 1-for-1 in the top of the fight. Meanwhile, Rooster went all out and now goes all down. KC.
Where Jace should be. This is why he's so potent at the moment. And even the fact, again, that you just get to push in on mid constantly because of your range means you get to invade onto Bukata.
I don't know if he took that. Looks like it. Flash over the wall. Everything for Bukata. Quickness helps out though. Bukata's there. There's one, but the all-out use. They're trying to kill Yike, and the true damage not used because he needs to get out. Rooster wants an escape, but he won't find one. Again, it was set up by Busio.
Formation.
I'm dead, though. I'm dead.
Hey, don't say you're dead.
He wasn't dead.
Not on my watch. Far and away the strongest champion.
It's too strong to leave open, I think.
But look, in their eyes, they were like, we're fine. Sivir just spell shield.
Engage, flash immediately. Very scared. Kana's got an angle as well. Shifters are trying to get some gold objective bounty, but the wave's cleared out. And KC are looking for their ultis to connect so they can finish this job, but the Shifters back off.
You got to have the TP coming through from KC to get back onto the map. With 7 seconds until Dragon, both splashes are down on the carries for Shifters. KC can look to poke, and Shifters can't really start up the objective. I don't think so, because if you put yourself in the pit, the poke only gets worse.
Now, KC a little bit low on health, I'd say, but Kana just flashes onto Nuke, and he's soloing by himself. The lights get turned off, and Shifters are finally turning around. It looks good here, but Equalizer comes down as Kana goes golden, and he might be feared, but feared from what? Where's the actual fear? No, KC fear no man. And yes, Kana goes down for the mid lane. That's not too bad, but the fight's continuing. Yeah, who goes golden? And Bruce is as squishy as anything. Busio sets up the following gauge. And KC, your best team of the LEC versus? I think so.
KC, make it look easy. Yike with the triple kill at the end. That's soul. Like, hey, like the fight was very messy, very disjointed for Shifters. They don't know whether to go forward. They don't know whether to protect Nuke this entire time.
Yeah, he's just...
As the damage rains down from Kalist as well.
He's just staying on top of the Dragon. Bukata comes in for the potential smite. Yike's like, okay, there's Shock Blast combo. I hit a Cassante. Now Hammer. We need to talk about the noises, LEC. Like, KC and Vitality. I don't know what's going on. But I will say, don't stop. You know, don't stop, guys.
That's the jungle and mid lane synergy I hope for.
Yeah.
When you are in perfect sync with the noises that you're making on the rip, that's when you know things are going
Because
well.
if you go to the LEC YouTube channel and you look at the mic check from last week, we caught some of it on camera, but we didn't actually show all of it. And then you go to the mic check and you hear all of it. Trimby, oh dear. How does he get out? Vote now, right?
He doesn't.
I'll take death for 500.
Who gets the kill though? Who gets the kill though?
Yike, of course it's Yike. Yike 7.7k. Now I have a question. All time, I wonder, because Skumon was top at 6960, but I wonder all time if Yike is about to set a record for jungle diff.
They're going to start to push in with this Baron, but
Dagda.
I'm keeping my eyes on that gold at the top of the screen, yeah.
20k?
Yeah, maybe.
20k. That's, okay, the 20k.
I don't know if there's enough left.
We've had one in the LEC already. I forget which team. You say there's not enough left, but I'm looking at mid as well. 16, maybe with a team fight. Paddock. This is on the hunt now used. He gets back to base. We're close to 17. There we go. And it is KC with Dominoes. The shockwave finally comes through. Look, Ricardo's annoyed, but he can't even kill Yike. Shield of Duran, get the Kazante. But with Ricardo down with an inhibitor as well, the base is in tatters. Busio gets an easy engage. And down KC will go with their mid laner
19!
thriving. Dagda's counting the numbers. And us two will see that KC, the best team of LEC versus, are about to get 20,000 gold of a lead over Shifters. They lock in playoffs along with NAVI.